Authors. The soft sound of rain tapping on the windows filled the room. Vine slowly opened her eyes. The first thing she noticed was a warm blanket around her and the smell of coffee in the air. She sat up quickly, looking around. She was not in her home. This was a stranger apartment. A deep voice came from the kitchen. Taeyang, you are awake? Author. She turned her head and saw a tall man with a messy brown hair and warm brown eyes walking towards her. He held a cup of tea in his hand. Van, who are you? Where am I? Taeyang, I am Taeyang and you are in my apartment. I almost hit you with my car a while ago. Authors. Her cheeks burned in embarrassment. She pulled the blanket together around her. I'm sorry, I didn't mean. Taeyang, don't apologize. You look like we're in trouble. His voice was gentle. Author. He placed the cup of tea in his hand. In her hand, she wrapped her fingers around it, feeling the warmth spread into her cold skin. Taeyang, what happened to you? You were crying in the rain and then you fainted. Author. Van looked down at the tea, avoiding his eyes. She couldn't tell a stranger about Jungkook. Not yet. Van, it's personal. I can't talk about it right now. Taeyang, that's okay. I won't ask again. He gave a small smile. Authors. The kindness in his voice surprised her. He didn't know her at all, but he had brought her here, given her warmth, and asked for nothing in return. Taeyang, you can stay here tonight. The rain is too heavy to go anywhere. Van, I thank you. Her voice was soft. Authors. For the first time that night, Van felt a little safe. She still didn't know what tomorrow would bring. But for now, she was warm and she was not alone. Author. Morning light spilled through the curtains. Van wake up on the couch, feeling a soft blanket over her. Taeyang was sitting across the room, sipping coffee, watching her quietly. Taeyang, you talk in your sleep. A faint smirk. Van, what? Taeyang, you keep saying Jungkook. Why? Author. Her heart stopped. She gripped the blanket tighter. Wine, it's nothing. Taeyang, nothing doesn't make someone run into the traffic in the middle of the night. His voice turned serious. Author. She looked away, but Taeyang leaned forward. Taeyang, whatever hurt you, I hope I never meet him. His tone was low, dangerous. Author. She didn't answer, but in that moment she realized something. If Jungkook found her here with this stranger, it would be not peaceful, and maybe she didn't want it to be. Authors. That evening, Taeyang stood near the window, his suitcase ready. Taeyang, I am going to America for my business. If you want, you can stay here until I come back. Wine hesitant. Can I come with you? I can work there too. I have a passport. I won't be a burden. Young soft smile. No, it's not like that. You can absolutely come with me. Author. A few hours later, they were sitting side by side in the airplane. The flight attendant made announcement and the engines roared as the plane prepared for takeoff. Vian breathing quickened. She gripped the arms, then without thinking grabbed Taehyung's hand tightly and shut her eyes. Taehyung surprised, looking at her. Author. He didn't say a word, but his eyes softened. The warmth of her hand stayed with him even after the plane rose above the clouds. For the first time, both of them were flying toward a future they didn't yet understand. Authors. After a long flight, the plane finally landed in America. Vian looking out of the window, seeing tall buildings and bright lights. Her heart felt heavy with the past but also curious about this new place. As they walked out of the airport, a group of people stood waiting holding flowers and banners. Company Staff 1. Welcome back, Mr. Kim. Company staff too. We missed you, sir. Author Taehyung smiled politely. He was the CEO of the owner of big company here. But what shocked Vian was the way everyone looked at her. Company staff 3 whispering to another. She must be his girlfriend. She is so beautiful. Company staff 4. No wonder boss was smiling in the plane. Author. Before Ryan could say anything, one of the female managers steps forward, big with a big smile. Manager. Welcome ma'am. We are arranged a special suite for you and Mr. Kim. We hope you enjoy your stay together. Ryan blinking in confused. I am not. Author. Before she could finish, Taehyung put a gentle hand on her shoulder. Taehyung. Low voice to Ryan. Let it be. It's easier to this way. Authors. Vian froze. She didn't understand why, but something about the way Taehyung's hand stayed there made her heartbeat quicken. But both of them were shocked by the couple like welcome, but neither corrected them. Authors' day turned into weeks in America. Vian started working in Taehyung's company. She had experience from big companies back in Korea, so handling meetings, presentation, and clients came naturally to her. Colleague. Vian Sissy, your presentation was perfect. Even the foreign clients were impressed. Vian smiling politely. Thank you, you just doing my job. Author. She worked hard, staying professional. Taehyung didn't interfere much at first, busy with his own CEO duties, but slowly he started noticing her. Authors. One day Taehyung walked past the conference room and saw Vian explaining a project to a group of directors. Her confident tone, the way she answered questions, the spark in her eyes, it caught him off guard. Author. Taehyung thought she different, not just beautiful but strong. Author. A lunch meeting, he found himself looking at her more than the food. When she laughed with colleague, he felt an odd warmth in his chest. Without realizing it, Kim Taehyung, the man who always kept his distance from starting to like her, Taehyung to himself while watching her leave the office one evening. What are you doing to me, Vian? Authors. It was almost New Year and the company planned a grand party. Everyone insists Yang and Ryan join. After a little convincing, they agree. Authors. That night, Ryan stepped in wearing a black, elegant yet hot dress. All eyes turned to her, Tiang in perfectly tailored black suit, looking just as dangerous. Together, they were a sight no one could ignore. Authors. The music was loud, laughter filled the hall. People played games, cheered, and enjoyed. Then came the couple dance announcement. Colleagues, see your name, YNCC. You have to dance together. Wan hesitated, but Tiang offered his hand. With a small smile, she placed her hand in his, and they stepped onto the floor. Authors. Under the dim lights, they danced slowly. They were so close, his hand resting on her waist, her eyes trying to avoid his intense gaze, but every time their eyes met, something unspoken passed between them. After a while, Tiang exhausted himself to meet some business partners on the side, leaving Vian with her colleague. Excuse. Authors. The music turned wild, and Vine joined her friends on the dance floor. Laughter, cheers, and drinks kept coming. She kept sipping and sipping until her head felt light. By the time midnight was near, she could barely stand straight, swaying as she tried to dance. Her legs gave up, and she stumbled slightly, too dizzy to even stay on her feet. Author Young was still talking to his business partner when his eyes wandered towards the dance floor and froze. Vine was laughing, her steps wobbly, drinking in hand. Her black dress, already a little revealing, now curved the unwanted stares of a few men nearby, their eyes lingering on her in a way that made his jaw tighten. Author's young face darkened. Without thinking, he strode through the crowd, his presence enough to make people step aside. He reached Vine, grabbed her wrist gently but firmly, Tiang low, serious tone. Enough, you had too much. Vine looked up, half smiling in her drunk state. I am fine. Authors, but Tiang didn't listen. He wrapped his jacket around her shoulders, shielding her from the stairs, and guided her out of the party. His grip was protective, almost possessive. The drive was silent except for a faint music still playing in the distance. Van leaned against the seat, eyes half closed, while Tiang's hands clenched the steering wheels, his mind replaying those unwanted looks she got. Authors. When they reached his penthouse, Tiang helped her inside. She was barely conscious now. Without a word, he carried her to the guest bedroom, tucked her in, and stood there for a moment watching her sleep. His jaw was still tight. He didn't know why he felt this protective, but he knew one thing. No one was alone.